everybody. Welcome to the next episode of Dance of the Dragon Knights. It's good to be back with the full crew. We got Mep and Mike and Curly and Firebug. They're all here. Woo! I'm excited to get going. We had an interesting session last time. We'll get into that though. We'll get into that. So first off, let's see how everybody's doing. Start with Mike because I bet you got a lot to say.
I've had a good time.
How was E3?
E3 was a blast. It was a lot of fun. It was a really overwhelming. My first ever convention I've gone to, so I didn't really know what to expect. But holy fuck, there was a lot of people.
Yeah, I bet, dude. I've never been to it either. Was it kind of overwhelming?
Yeah, just a little. The first day I ended up leaving a little bit earlier because I was just like, well, for starters, I didn't realize there was two different like halls. So like the first one we went into, there was none of the big names like Bethesda and them. It was like Nintendo was one of the big names in there, and then the rest were all like indie games. And I'm like, where's Bethesda and Square and Ubisoft? And like, where's all like the big names? Like, I want to try those games. And like walked around and like getting bumped and stuff. And I'm like, okay, I gotta get the hell out of here. And then someone's like, oh, you can download the E3 app and they have a map. And I'm like, download the map. I'm looking. I'm like, oh my god, there's a whole other section over here that had like everything I wanted.
Wow. And Sony wasn't there this year, right?
No, yeah, they're doing their own thing this year.
Yeah. That's kind of weird to me, but I've heard a lot of people say that E3 has been on the decline for the past few years.
Yeah, I won't lie, I wasn't really impressed because I was impressed because I got to meet a lot of developers and stuff, which was kind of cool. But as far as like Cyberpunk and Watch Dogs didn't have a playable demo. It was only you go sit down and watch like a 50-minute gameplay of someone else playing. And I was like, okay, well, I don't want to wait in line because the line for Cyberpunk alone, you had to wait in a line to get in the line. And it was like, okay, well, I'm not waiting in line. Like for Dragon Ball Z alone, we waited in line for at least an hour and a half to play.
Wow. That's crazy,
and I won't lie,
dude.
I wasn't really impressed with it, but that's just, I've never played a Dragon Ball Z game before. So for me, it was just kind of like, okay. Because it's open world, but it's not open world.
Interesting.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like you can explore everywhere you want, but you have to follow their storyline that follows the canon of Dragon Ball Z. So it's like you can't really go off on your own and do your own thing. And then
yeah, that's the new that's the new
Final Fantasy 7 was the only one I was wanting to go see anyway.
Sorry?
Final Fantasy 7 was the only one I wanted to really go play anyway.
Oh yeah, what'd you think about that?
I'm pretty pumped for it. The new controls are like you still get that old school feel of where you're like, I don't know if you played the original 7.
Oh, yeah.
Remember how it was kind of like turn-based and you kind of do your thing? It still has that feel to it, but while you're waiting for everything to fill up, you can still attack kind of like Final Fantasy 15 style.
Yeah, that's really what it seemed like to me when I was watching some of the videos for E3, and Final Fantasy 7 in particular looked really cool because they have it's kind of sort of turn-based, but kind of sort of real-time as well. It's like an interesting mesh between the two of them, and it definitely reminded me a lot of 15.
Oh yeah, it's definitely, it's gonna be a lot of fun. The only thing I'm upset about is that they're doing it in like episodes. So the first disc or the first release next spring is only gonna be in Midgar, and then after that, they haven't really explained what they're doing because after Midgar and 7, it pretty much went open world. So is it gonna be just 2 games that are gonna come out, or like it's kind of like we need more.
Yeah. Yeah, and I thought it was kind of interesting that as far as they were concerned, it was the year of remakes. It didn't really seem that they had any new IP.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what they would have had, because they're doing the Final Fantasy 8 remaster, 7 remake. Yeah,
I wonder if that's going to be a really big.
The Tokyo one. Who was that again? Was that Square or Ubisoft?
Oh, good point. Yeah.
Which one? Ghostwire Tokyo?
Yeah.
That's going to be Square. Really cool. That looked really
Did they show anything about the Borderlands 2? Aren't they remaking Borderlands or Borderlands 2?
Well, I don't know if they're remaking it, but they released new DLC for it, and it's available on Game Pass right now.
Let's see.
As far as I know.
See
Thanks
what
for the host, Mossy.
what Square Enix announced for 2019 at E3. Oh my god, website is cancer. Life is Strange.
There wasn't much though.
Final Fantasy
Oh,
VII
yeah.
remake. Final
Please
Fantasy
color.
Crystal Chronicles Remastered Edition. That's right. I completely forgot about that one.
Oh, I forgot about that one. Yeah.
Last Remnant Remastered, Octopath Traveler, Dragon Quest Builders. Dying Light 2. There you go. See, that's not a remake.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's
that'll
gonna
be real
interesting
good.
too.
Oh, yeah, Dying Light 2.
That's on my list.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah.
Have they even given out a release date? Is it 2020 or 2021 for that one?
Yeah. The page that I'm looking at right now doesn't have a release date for Dying Light 2.
Yeah. Everything is like next spring. Like every game is coming out like April, March. Like there's the only new games coming out this year are what? Borderlands 3, Gears 5. Is Halo coming out this year?
Master Chief on PC is coming out, I think, in fall.
Yeah.
Yeah, not the new Halo. It's out next year.
Next year, yeah. So like, they only really announced a few. Oh, Watch Dogs, I think is coming out, and Cyberpunk, I think. No, Cyberpunk's next spring too.
Yeah, they're both Marches for Watch Dogs. April 16th is Cyberpunk.
Yeah, like there's no games coming out, and they announced half of those games were announced last year at E3 too.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. I wonder why they're doing this. It seems like it went from E3 where people like are showcasing almost complete games to they're showing it years in advance now. I don't remember that being. I mean, like 5 years ago, for example, it felt like E3 was the place where you would go to see upcoming games that were going to be released later this year. You know?
Yeah.
My thought is probably they're going to wait for next gen systems because that's coming around Christmas-ish of 2020.
That's true.
So they're probably not going to put a whole new stuff right now, and then they're going to unload once the new gen systems come out.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Yeah, super good.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was a good time. We really enjoyed it. Stayed for an extra 3 or 4 days afterwards, and got to explore LA and see some of the sights and eat some of the food there. And
so
can't wait for next year.
Here's the real question here. Did you manage to get the E3 plague?
No, I felt the wife got sick, but myself, I felt like sick wise, I was good. Came home, I was good to go. I was more just I came off my meds earlier than I should have, and I just kind of got messed up in the head a little bit. But
understandable.
Other than that, I've been
E3 will do that to you.
Yeah. Other than that, I've been I was fine.
That's awesome.
But I made sure I was drinking like as soon as we landed, we went right to a grocery store because we got a B&B that had like its own kitchen and everything. So we went right there. I had like stocked up on OJ and pineapple juice, like anything with high vitamin C, and I'm like,
yeah, dude, that's the way to do it, man. Vitamin C is magic.
Oh, I did it for PAX, just orange juice and freaking Airborne every morning and night.
Yeah, exactly.
So I take it. So you had a lot of fun then. That's awesome, man. Good to hear.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Got to meet a lot of cool partners and non-partners, and got to be at the front seat of the Ubisoft Twitch Rivals thingy with T-Pain and little Shoddy or something, whatever the hell his name is. Guy I'd never heard of.
That dude.
Yeah, that dude.
I heard through the grapevine, you got some DBZ swag. So yeah,
I did actually. I can show you what I got.
Sweet. Please do. I love me some DBZ. It was my childhood. If I could go Super Saiyan, that'd just be the best.
I mean, it's nothing crazy they gave us. They gave us like a keychain, which I haven't even opened yet.
You can just, you know.
Basically, it's got like the. Oh, it's not going to show up because of that stupid virtual background thing. I don't know if you can see my stream. I can hold it up on there. But basically, the ball, like, I don't know if it's plugged in or not. Basically, it's the Dragon Ball Z like lanyard with a little Dragon Ball at the bottom.
Awesome.
And it's supposed to light up when you push it.
Oh, yeah, you just want to go ahead and send that to me if you want.
And maybe your character will stay alive.
Now it's lit up.
That's right. Awesome. That's cool, man. Well, I'm jealous. I have to go next year. Cool.
It was a lot of fun. It was a lot. I recommend it to anyone who's never been. Like, it's just the experience of meeting other gamers alone was enough for me. Like, just because you could just walk up to anyone and just start talking about whatever game you're waiting in line for, because you're there for at least 30 minutes minimum.
Yeah, man, it's not like going to the grocery store where you go to a random person and say, start talking about video games. You're like, what? Who are you?
Yeah, exactly. There, everyone actually knows what they're talking about. It's nice.
Right. That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
I do that all the time.
Matt, what have you been up to, dude?
Yo,
How you been?
caring for my wife. No, she's getting better. As I said earlier, she maybe relapsing, so we'll see. But other than that, she's 1,000 times better than she has been the last 2 weeks. So she's up and around, moving, mostly breathing. Good.
Awesome.
That's really awesome.
That's
to
pretty
hear.
much it. Yeah, that's really, really excited. So hopefully she doesn't relapse. And so
What you
stuff
been
and orange juice and stuff in her.
What you been playing?
Lately, it's been a lot of Minecraft, and I stopped. I decided I was watching some streamers I follow started getting back into Red Dead Redemption, so I've been diving headfirst to Red Dead Redemption 2 again. Story, I gotta say, that game is just amazing. You just the only thing somebody said on my stream today, and they hit it perfectly. The only thing missing in that game is the smell.
What's the smell?
That's how good they did. Is the smell, which
That's
I
always
said
the
you can
smell,
probably
yeah.
roll around in this horse stall for a couple days and not shower, and you'll have the Wild West all over you.
True.
But
That's
other
true.
than that, we've been doing that. We'll be doing that again tomorrow. 8-hour birthday stream.
Whew.
I'll be doing that all day. So that'll be cool. My
So
birthday's next week, so we're doing a special stream for that.
Did you take a break from RDR the first time?
Yeah, I started playing it and I stopped in late November, like after it released. And for whatever reason, I put it down. I forgot what game I played after that, and I just never picked it back up again. I was going to get back to it, I'll get back to it, and then I never did, and here we are again. So start a new campaign and just having such a blast. But I am determined to finish it this time.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Just got to get that money. Got to get that money, Meptech, and then we'll be golden.
Yep. Oh, early on, yeah, I already got the gold bars. We're good. I had 1,000. I found another map. I then decided not to. I tried to negotiate the second treasure map away from somebody. He ran off. First time I played. This time I just shot him and took it. So.
Oh yeah. Negotiate at the end of a gun.
That's how I negotiate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but other than that, everything's going great. Stream's going wonderful. And,
Little do you know.
glad to be back here.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm excited too. Little do you know, negotiating in the Wild Wild West was done very often at the end of a gun barrel.
Absolutely.
Cool, man. That's good to hear. I watched somebody stream that game. Man, the story is so good. It
really is. It's amazing.
Level. I can't wait
Yeah,
until
the
it comes out on
details
PC.
are insane. Yeah,
Yeah.
Cyberpunk is going to be like that, I think, but hopefully it better live to the hype or road trip. We're going on a road trip, and we're going to find.
If there's anybody that can pull it off, it's CD Projekt Red. Okay,
Oh, no doubt.
one of the few game developers that I haven't lost faith in.
Yet. There was a time when everybody loved EA. There was a time when everybody loved Bethesda.
Good point. Good point. Cool, man. Firebug, what you been up to, buddy?
Streaming my butt off. I've also recently got back in touch with the folks over at Anxiety Gaming. I don't know if you guys know who Anxiety Gaming is. They're a nonprofit organization based out of California that helps provide mental health services for people in the gaming industry, our community. And they just rebranded, and I got back in touch with them, and it looks like we're going to start a stream team over here and start doing some more charity streams for Rise Against the Disorder, and a lot of cool stuff coming.
That's really interesting. That's pretty cool. Yeah,
That's
I
very
feel
cool.
like there's been a lot of emphasis on anxiety lately. It's really come to the forefront as something that affects people's lives every day.
I'm a huge, and we just lost Mystic Mike. I'm a huge mental health advocate. I suffer from several mental health disorders, and it's always coming up in my streams, and it's just a huge thing. And I've even gone to the extent I just signed up to be take a class to be a certified peer counselor.
Wow, cool. Now I gotta switch people around again. Hold up.
And I got to say, Firebug, loving the haircut, dude.
I'm letting it grow out. To be totally honest with you, that's one of the only things about my body that I truly like is I do have beautiful, gorgeous, curly hair.
My bad.
And I might take the time and grow it out and See what happens this year.
And the beard. Don't forget the epic beard too.
Oh yeah, dude.
Oh, that's not going anywhere. That's not going anywhere. I'm hoping to grow it longer. I have some medical issues. I think that's keeping my beard from growing. And you males might know. Well, Met might know what I'm talking about. I don't want to go too in depth, but hopefully I'll get that problem fixed. My beard can grow even.
Yeah, you know, getting older. That's what happens.
Biotin is your friend, my friend. That's keeping me going.
Cool, man. It's exciting.
So yeah, I'm really excited about the mental health stuff that I'm going to be getting into. Lots more charity streams, and really pushing the whole mental.
Yeah, that's really cool. Awareness is always important. Knowing that what you're going through happens to a lot of other people. Even recognizing that you're going through something and it's not normal can sometimes be a challenge.
Yeah, definitely.
Cool, man. Good to hear. Curly, what you been up to?
Nothing.
We
have a heat wave at the minute. So it's really difficult to stream and have like all this hot equipment around you, and there's no like ventilation. So yeah, nothing. I've just been sitting, sweating my life away.
Do you not have an air conditioning unit?
No, air conditioning just isn't a thing over here.
Yeah, was it an article or a news something or other that it said that the heat wave is particularly nasty because most people don't have air conditioning, which I find interesting.
Like your houses are built to keep the heat in, especially for winter. So whenever you have hot summers, it tits up literally. It is so warm.
Yeah.
The only thing we're prepared for really well is rain, and that's it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's really interesting because like over here in the United States, I live in Oregon, which is pretty far north, so we don't even get that hot of summers, but still we have air conditioning units here. I can talk, I swear. I
would love to have aircon. That would be the dream right now.
Yeah.
I just have like a desk fan right beside my face. Like if I look left, it's gonna poke me in the eye.
You should start a business over there selling AC units.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, it's gonna go.
Are they just not in the store, or?
We barely like get hot summers. So the last couple of years we've had really long hot summers. I say long, I mean like maybe 2 weeks. Then it's just like rain. So it's kind of like you need to weigh up the price of that for 2 weeks.
That's fair.
Off pure sunshine. Plus, me personally, I just hate sun. Like I don't. I'm like an in the closet ginger. I can't go in the sun. I don't like seeing it. Hate the sun.
Vampire.
Yeah, I mean, I relate as a lifelong vampire. I totally understand. You know. But even one day where it's over 80 degrees Fahrenheit, I break out my AC units. I'm like, okay, that's it.
I'm the same way.
It's like 20 Celsius for us. I don't know what that would be for in Fahrenheit.
Celsius. Okay.
About 72-ish.
72.
Well, I just watched the news this morning. There's people dying in France. France is the hottest, had the hottest weather on record ever in history.
That is nuts.
Just his last.
Crazy.
Down here in southern South Carolina, we're at right now it's about 96 outside. We'll hit probably 99 today. It feels like 106. So we run our air conditioners probably from like March, April to like October. It doesn't get under 80 to 75, 80 till about late October.
Mm-hmm.
It's
it
brutality.
Literally kills me in my soul a little
bit
yes,
too.
If I had to live there.
But the good thing, Curly, is that because you have the fan on you, you get that whole kind of model hair blowing effect.
There you go.
My sweaty, greasy hair blowing in the wind.
But it looks good.
That's all that matters.
Is it blowing or flapping at this point? I don't know, but
give it time.
Cool. All right. Well, ladies and gents.
What about you, Cap? What have you been up to?
I've been moving. Quit my job the end of last week. So I've been spending the rest of this week packing everything up, shipping stuff out to the East Coast, which I'm going to be moving to. The place I'm moving to doesn't have good internet, so the whole streaming thing is not going to be able to happen until I move again. But Yeah, I've been watching a playthrough of a game called Danganronpa or Danganronpa. I don't know if you guys have played that or not or seen it. It's
No.
Oh my god, freaking weird ass game.
Listen.
Holy crap. It was that's the one about they're in the school, right? The
Yeah.
special kids in the school.
They're like
oh my god.
super smart ultra kids of some sort. They go into this private school. There's this robot bear that says that you have to stay here for the rest of your life unless you kill somebody and get away with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an interesting game where it's more story driven than most games, and you take the part of one of the characters trying to figure out if somebody gets murdered, how they died and who did it. So that you don't get killed, because if the murderer gets away with it, they get out of the school and everybody else gets murdered by this robotic evil bear guy.
So
what's the name of it?
would you just not kill everybody and you'd be the only one alive, so no one
No.
can catch you?
You can't get away with it if you kill everybody.
No.
Somebody would know you did it.
Well, no, you killed everyone.
Well, kill everybody but
guys
one.
gotta
and
go
then threaten
back
that
and
one
watch the
person.
VODs.
Danganronpa.
No, just
I just put it in our
What was it?
Discord chat.
Danganronpa?
You just kill
I guess.
everyone and then stab yourself a few times and not a non-lethal.
Yeah, and like, oh, there was
bot.
like a other kid that no one
Never on
knew
the
about.
loose.
I don't know where he went.
Exactly.
Everybody
Or
is
just
Danganronpa. Interesting. I would guess psychopath training simulator.
yeah, everybody is locked into the school. There are 15 kids to begin with, and nobody gets in or out. All the windows are like boarded up, so they can't see outside.
Is it an older game?
It is kind of an older game, yeah,
I
but
think I might have seen it. It's like a first-person thing, is it?
kind of, sorta, yeah. You can walk around as first person and do investigations that way, but
Yeah,
a
'cause
lot
I
of it
think
is.
I think I've seen plays of it years ago.
Yeah, there's a couple more of them too, but it's really interesting. I've been super hooked watching somebody play it. I'm like, I can't put it down. I can't. It's a really long game too, really super long, and real
Scary.
interesting.
You gotta be a pretty special person to play that game. And I don't know if special is a good thing or not.
It kinda
That's our
sounds like
cap.
my kind of game.
Listen, it
No
just-
doubt, Curly.
Yeah, right. It's super interesting because it's a murder mystery. It's kind of messed up, that's true. But if you get past that, you're just like, who done it? And then you try and just figure out who did it using the clues available. People say different stuff. You get to know some of the characters. It's just super good. I just love watching it. Cool. All right, guys, ready
Cap,
to
do me a
start?
favor, can you move my camera down?
Hell yeah.
The black bar at the bottom.
We're gonna
There,
Which-
mine's good.
switch scenes here. You are now Kimberly, just so you know.
Nice. I don't have the crazy cool fan blowing on
We can fix that.
me.
Yuck.
Beautiful.
Yorl. And Dalen looks already. Okay, everybody's in the right spot.
Yes, sir.
Sir, yes, sir.
Okay, it looks like I forgot the Roll20 application. Yeah, I'm out of practice. All right, so let's see where we left off last time. Anybody want to give me a synopsis?
Do it,
I still love
Kimberly.
I wasn't here.
I wasn't
That's
here.
it. Okay, so it started me and Dalen. Me and Dalen went to discover what was going on in the forest. We came across this portal. We went through it. There was this massive tower that we'd never seen before, kind of masked behind this illusion. Long story short, there's a wizard there that's trying to find out information on dragons, and he found a dragon in the forest. And his magic may or may have not caused the problems. So we have agreed that he will move if we kill the dragon for him and bring him back a sample.
Nice.
Yeah.
Our
And
first
then I
dragon
still
hunt.
won.
Yep.
His
Yeah, and
his friend.
we've got a compass that points to the green dragon we're looking for.
Yes.
That is correct. So to give you a little bit more information, you went towards the source of the disturbance in the forest. And when you got there, you found a stream that went around a ways to either side. And as soon as you crossed it, some weird shenanigans happened. Sometimes if you like threw a rock into it, it would come directly back out. Sometimes when you threw a rock into it, it would disappear. And then you picked up
times when we put Pimpkin in there.
Yep, and then you picked up Pimpkin, much to his fear and chagrin, and you just tossed him through. He managed to make it just fine. In fact, all three of you managed to make it just fine when you just walked through, which boggled my mind because, you know, it was a wisdom saving throw, and we all know wisdom saves are not anybody's strong. Well, Dalen's strong suit, I suppose. So once you got in there, you were greeted by a small, weird, lumpy creature called, well, his name is called Clay, but Kimberly took to calling him Lunk. If you think of the polymorphed elf in the Witcher 3 game, he kind of looks like that. He's kind of deformed. He's looks kind of like a small, baby-ish creature, and he's like snorting a lot.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Kimberly took a liking to him, and he guided the two of them through a waist-high hedge maze, which wasn't really much of a challenge, and brought him to this tower, which was maybe only 30 feet in diameter. Real small. And then they went inside of this tower, and inside it's much bigger than the outside. Definitely some sort of magical shenanigans were going on here, and a wizard named boy, forget what his name was. Mattis, that's his name, right? A wizard named Mattis came out, really old guy, super ancient. And he sat them down and talked to them a bit. So, like, asked them who they were, what were they doing here, told them that yes, he was probably the one that caused the problem, and that he was a researcher. He researches the dragons that come around, and just so happens that there's a dragon in this forest. So he came here to capture / study this dragon, but he's too old to take care of it himself, or at least he claims. And so he gave the adventurers a magic compass that points in the direction of this dragon, told them to go slay him and bring him back a sample, and that then he would leave the forest and go where he goes. So part of the conversation was interesting because he told them about a cycle that the world goes through. Do you guys remember that?
Yes.
He said that every 1,000 years or so, the world goes through a cycle where the owners of the planet will switch hands or some such. The owners of the planets currently are the humans, and not too long ago, the beginning of the cycle switch has begun, and dragons have started to emerge and awake once again to take back the planet from their ancient foes, the humans. So he thinks that there's becoming a resurgence of the dragons, and he claims to have been through several of these cycles. And every time the cycle completes and the sides switch, the losing side basically is wiped out. So he essentially was alluding to this has gone on several times and has happened in the past. And human civilization has repeatedly been ground into dust, history lost, humans run into hiding, and then when the cycle goes back around the other way, humans reemerge and have to reconstruct everything once again. So he alluded this was potentially what's happening. So then after this conversation with Mattis, Dalen and Kimberly left. And we can just kind of montage it a little bit and say that you guys are heading back and we'll be back at the camp here soon. So let's talk about goals, guys. Ready for this? Ready for your goals?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. So, Kiyoro, you have slay my first dragon, learn one thing about each party member. You have Dalen Pimpkin done. Then you have get back in the good graces of my house. Is there something you want to switch or change or keep?
I'll keep him for now.
You keep him for now? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Then we have Doran. Collect 2 gems. Find out what the F is up with the forest, and then find more information about Pimpkin.
Cool. Yep. We're gonna keep the forest because I'm sure we'll find out about that today.
Mm-hmm.
Slay. Let's go with Slay a Dragon. And what was?
Find out more information about Pimpkin. Collect 2 gems for the 2 of them. So which one do you want to replace with Slay Dragon?
Let's Pimpkin.
Okay.
I don't
And
care
that's
about Pumpkin anymore.
Okay.
We don't need to know anything about him.
Right. Kimberly, make a better friend of Doran. Find your way out of the forest and find out why the forest grew so quickly.
Yeah, we kind of figured out the forest one.
Mm-hmm. But do you want to keep them or switch them up?
Well, I'll take out find out the forest one because I kind of figured it out,
Mm-hmm.
and replace it with keep Lunk safe for at least one day.
Keep Lunk safe for a day.
Yes, we'll get through this one. Make sure
Okay.
he lives.
All right. Dalen, you have tracked down what's going on in the forest, make a better friend of Kimberly, and a blank one.
Just like Kimberly, I think, well, it's up to you, but I think we figured out what's going on with the forest.
More or less. Sure. Okay.
All right, so I'll keep that one then.
No, you don't have to keep that one. I'll give you XP. We didn't do goals last time. So you got 2 blanks.
Then I still have make a better friend of Kim.
Mm-hmm. You have that one and 2 blanks.
Then I will do complete this dragon quest to slay the green dragon and bring the sample back to the wizard, and also in there make a better friend of Carl.
Okay.
Woo.
Okay. Complete the dragon quest, which is a game, but that's cool.
Nice.
A good game.
All right. So I think we begin. It's daytime, and let's see. We can do this one. It's daytime, and you have found your way back. Kimberly and Dalen, you step out of the thick forest into the clearing, and you see people milling about. The rangers that have brought you here. You see your party members. What are the other 2 of you doing while Kimberly and Dalen were gone?
Kind of helping them still clean up from the attack led by Mr. Pimpkin accidentally. So still making ourselves useful.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're helping out, and Kimberly and Dalen come out of the forest. Pimpkin is probably complaining loudly about something. You can hear his shrill voice from a little ways away, crashing through the underbrush. He's probably saying something like, these damn branches always catching in my robes. Gah! And he like stumbles out of the woods into the clearing, pulling his robes clear of some of the wooden branches that snap off. And you see a strange creature on Kimberly's shoulder as you look up. He's deformed. He's just sitting there, looking around, his mouth half agape, a jewel coming out of one corner, 2 eyes, one much larger than the other one, and also they're like not set straight, they're like diagonal. He's just like snorting. Yeah, what do you guys do?
I go over to Doran and
Hell
Carl
is that
and
thing?
tell them what happened.
Okay.
Yeah.
What happened?
Kimberly, what is that on your shoulder?
This is Lunk. He's gonna help us.
That is going to help us. Help us
With
what?
You look up at Lunk and he just looks at you vacantly.
All hail Lunk, Doran.
He's gonna pet him and call him George and squeeze him.
Is that a pet?
He's Lunk. He's just Lunk. He'll
Lunk.
help us. You will see. He will come in use. I take him
Okay.
as insurance so the wizard doesn't screw us over.
What wizard? What happened? What did you guys find?
Can I just like explain it in brief? Like just kind of
Yeah, sure.
skip over it because we've already went through it.
Like, how much of it do you tell him? Do you tell him everything?
Yeah,
Okay.
everything.
Yeah. So, some 5-10 minutes pass, and they give you the rundown of the wizard here in the forest, and the magic, his research, etc. Meanwhile, Lunk is like staring at the roof of the trees. He sees a bird. He's like,
He's so friggin' cute.
I don't know what to say to that.
I'm just staring at Long,
Yeah.
looking from him to Curly. You can't leave.
I just stare. Like, this is happening.
oh,
All
also,
right,
But I
can we-
had to take him.
you guys were given a pouch with dust of disappearance as well.
Oh yeah.
Yep, I got some invisibility
Feeling
dust,
that.
guys.
Can we
Nice.
put it on Lump?
It's okay, Long. I pat him. It's okay.
All right, Kimley. How exactly is this thing supposed to help us?
He has potential somewhere, I'm sure.
Do you
He's more of an insurance thing.
do you set Lunk down
Okay.
as you're trying to talk?
Then why don't we
Yeah,
tie him
no,
to a
he's
tree
taking
until
my
we get
shoulder.
back?
No, he comes with me.
Lunk is like,
He's my responsibility.
Wait, you want to take him on a quest to slay a dragon? Does he have any dragon slaying experience?
I look at Lunk. He nods at me,
no.
and I nod back.
He doesn't nod at you at all. He's vapidly watching the sky and the leaves. Maybe a squirrel in a
may.
tree somewhere.
I'm sure he
I
picked
have-
up a couple of things from the wizard.
In fact, Lunk
Okay.
is probably
I don't think he's
rocking-
picked up any.
Lunk is probably rocking back and forth vicariously on your shoulder, trying to like move and get down, and you have to keep catching him, or
Okay.
else he'll fall.
I put him down then. I put him down.
Okay.
I
That's
think
alright.
he will do well.
You put him down, and he
Okay.
immediately plops down on the grass, and he like finds a rock and starts tunk 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 on the ground.
Lunk?
He's brainstorming.
Hello, Lunk.
He
I wave my hand at him. Lunk,
he blinks startedly and just like moves his head towards you in a
do
wobbly,
you have
unsteady fashion.
any dragon slaying experience?
And
Do
he-
you know what a dragon is?
He looks at you and he offers you his rock.
Okay. Do you know what you are?
He stares at you, and if you don't take the rock, then he just starts pounding the ground with the rock again.
Yeah, we're tying him to a tree, Kim. I'm sorry.
He will come with me, or I will not go. He is my responsibility now, and I am taking him with me.
Fine, then we tie him to you.
Okay. He will probably he's tied himself to me, so I don't think he's gonna care.
All right. Jarl,
As long
Balin,
as he
what do you
doesn't
guys
get in the
think?
way. As
That's
long as
my
he doesn't get in
concern.
the way, and he doesn't affect your ability to perform,
He won't.
Kimley.
I just would like to know how you're gonna, reach back and knock some arrows with him on your shoulder. Is he gonna hand them to you?
Maybe.
He seems good at trying to hand me this rock, so he may be well at that. Who knows?
There you
He-
go. There's his use.
Is now attempting to put the rock in his mouth.
No, Lunk. I take the rock and give him food. This is what you eat, Lunk. Here you go.
He puts the food in his mouth.
We are so doomed. I just walk away.
Yeah. I go back to help and clean up.
Mhm.
Lunk sat alone in a parking lot.
That's all I was thinking of the whole
Yes.
time.
So was I.
Especially when she's like, he's just Lunk. Just Lunk. I'm like, yeah.
He's low.
That's the song.
Yep. He's in my head.
He's by her head.
Okay, so what do you guys do? You take some time, gather up your stuff.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see. Jaya comes
Wait,
over.
Hang on really quick. Yeah, guys, mods will show up in they don't show up in co-streams. You guys are still mods though.
Yeah, you're showing up as green in my mix it up on.
Yeah, you show up as green still in my mix up as well, just not in co-streams on Mixer. So you guys still have all your use it sparingly.
Yeah. No abusing the power. Jaya.
Unless it's to kill Lunk.
So Jaya makes his way over and he says, you're back. How did it go? Did you find what you went looking for?
We
I
did.
just point at Lunk and shake my head.
He quirks an eyebrow at Lunk. He's like, okay. Is this going to help you somehow? And he gestures to the small creature.
That's not of your concern.
Totally.
Okay.
We found out what was going on, and hopefully we know how to fix it.
Oh, really? Is this something that concerns us, or?
Well, if you'd like to help, we've been set a task of killing a green dragon.
Oh,
and the
really?
wizard who is here researching said green dragon said as soon as we get him his stuff, he will leave and things should go back to normal.
He looks you up and down, and he gives a bit of a smirk. He's like, I thought you were dragon killers. Wouldn't that be more your wheelhouse?
It takes a village.
Sorry, what'd you say? It cut out.
It takes a village to slay a dragon.
See, and he nods thoughtfully. I'll consider this for a little while. Perhaps I'll have a chat with Bree and see what she has to say. I think she has something else in mind for us, though. You remember that nest of centipedes we told you about? Well, I think we're gonna try and destroy them. Burn them out, maybe, or just, I don't know, turn them into pincushions.
Well, if you take care of everything else, we'll take care of the dragon. How does that sound?
You know, it's just like, that seems like a good idea to me. Two birds with one stone, as it were.
Or you can take the dragon. It's up to you.
Or we can swap. We'll take the centipedes and you take the dragon.
Yeah.
He laughs and shakes his head. He's like, you know what? I'll leave the dragons to the professionals.
Sounds good.
Sounds
I had
like
any
the right
official
choice.
training in slaying them. But just know, if you need to come back here, this camp is at your disposal, though I know you aren't woodsmen, so maybe getting back here won't be the easiest thing. But one can hope. And he just kind of gives you a nod and walks off.
Okay, so when should we go?
Let's make sure we're prepared and head out, I guess.
Lunk is
What
now,
time of the day is it?
it's about noonish. Not that late. Lunk is now taking a long finger and poking a hole in the ground.
Okay,
Is it,
come on, Lunk. I pick him up and put him back on my shoulder.
He looks at you.
How far do
And,
we have to go?
There. You don't know.
Well, we have a compass, so we just follow that. We should probably take overnight supplies just in case.
Take a look at the compass. It looks to be of very antique origin. It's ornate, made of silver. The middle is some see-through glass. The needle is black iron, looks like. And the sides of it look like there's two mouths of dragons that are closed about the middle. Make the case. And as you look, it definitely is pointing in one steady direction.
All right, I'd say let's prep our supplies and head out then. Let's not
Okay.
waste any time.
Sure.
The rest of you, how do you feel?
No
You're
sound
muted,
back.
Map. Can't hear you, Map.
Still can't hear you.
No sound.
Okay,
What
can
he
you
was
hear me
saying
now?
was,
Yes.
get
Yeah,
rid,
there you go.
we're
Yes.
leaving lump.
Somewhat, actually, you guys are correct. No, I pull Kimley to the side and I say, Kimley, I trust you. You've proven yourself more times than not. Is this the best decision? Think we're going to fight our first dragon. Is this something that you want to possibly have jeopardize that? He seems like he's not all with it. He seems like he's going to make
Dalen.
noise. He may get in the way.
I think he knows when to be quiet, and I think he knows when to be still. I don't think he'll get in the way.
I
hope.
understand
whisper
that,
to
and I
myself.
respect that. But know this: if he does, and he puts any of us in jeopardy, I will kill him myself.
Then you will have to go through me.
I understand that, and I hope it doesn't come to that. But I would advise you one time and ask you please to leave him here.
I look at him. What is Lunk doing? Give me hope, Lunk. Give me a sign.
Lunk is kind of leaned against the side of your head with one arm wrapped around your neck, maybe a little bit too tightly, and he looks over at a tree and he points and goes, "Eh." There's nothing on the tree.
He yeah, no, he's gonna be no distraction. He will be
All right.
solid.
I trust you. Let's hope not. Because remember, this is a dragon. This is not anything we faced before. This is what we trained for. This is what we've been waiting for. Please don't jeopardize this. Think about it.
I won't. I promise.
All right.
Okay. And then I look at Lunk as he walks away. Lunk, please. Please.
He
Put him
turns
up
his head
to
and
you.
looks at you as you're looking at him, and he's got a bit of drool coming down one side of his mouth.
Okay. I give him cake. Good boy.
Okay.
I want cake.
So the four of you plus Pimpkin head out. Pimpkin was
Five.
sorry.
There's 5 of us.
5 of us.
Well, okay, sure. The 5 of you head out.
Lunk is part of this campaign now, whether we want it or not.
Is the other guy coming with us too, though?
Who?
I don't think so, no.
I can't remember his name now.
Gaia?
No, the guy that brought in all the spiders there.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Pimpkin.
Pimpkin.
Oh, yeah,
is he
Pimpkin,
coming?
yeah.
Yeah.
He's with us.
As
So
you're
Pimpkin's
Pimpkin's
talking,
my boy now.
as you're talking and getting ready to go, he's like sitting his back to a wall, and he's like has his shoes off, and he's like massaging his feet. He picks out some like twigs and leaves from his robes, and he's like muttering to himself. You probably call over him, and he like looks up. He's like, are we leaving already? All right. He gets huffily up to his feet, puts his shoes back on, and he comes like walking over to you. He's like picking up his robes off of the ground like it's a long dress. You know how they do that.
Yeah.
Just pat him on the back. Come on, Pimpkin. We might need you to save us again. Let's hurry
Keep up, Benkin.
All right, I'll try, but no guarantees. Okay, it's tough going for somebody our statue. And he gives you a knowing look, Doran.
That's true. You want me to carry you?
Yeah.
I just smile at him.
Carry me. No. It'll be a cold day in hell when Pimpkin needs to be carried.
Then let's move it.
Are you sure Kimley looks like she has room on her other shoulder?
I whisper to Lunk. Lunk.
Well, if Kimberly wants to carry me, and he kind of like raises an
Hell
eyebrow
no.
at you.
And I walk past him.
All right. Well, they don't call me Spring Step for nothing. Okay, let's go. And he tries to go. And it's tough going because this forest, when you follow the compass, it gets to be real thick real quick. The canopy blocks out the sun. If you think of it like Mirkwood in Lord of the Rings, that's very much what it's like. Underbrush is tough. You have to pretty consistently hack your way through places that are otherwise impassable. Pimpkin with his long robes and his floppy wizard's hat just keeps getting caught on shit constantly. And there's very little sunlight. It's dim. And soon enough, several hours pass. You're tired, you're sweaty, taken a few breaks, you've sipped some water, you've had some food. You can't tell what time of day it is. and you begin to see the terrain in front of you change. The trees go from tall and lively to being kind of grayish. You can see clouds poking through the canopy of the trees as the leaves begin thinning out some. The trees seem to be dying as you're going more towards the direction that the compass is pointing you in. Bark is becoming tough and gray, riddled with bugs and insects. The shrubbery begins to thin out. So at first Pimkin is glad for it, but then soon begins to be replaced with some thorny growths. Thorns and briar bushes begin to crop up where the green shrubbery used to be before. You're beginning to think that something is killing everything in this area of the forest, and the compass is unerringly pointing you into this dead section. Pimkin looks around and he says, "Well, this certainly doesn't seem very nice, now does it?"
I think we're heading in the right direction.
The right direction, you say? What? Is this the work of the dragon?
It might be.
And Pimkin looks at you, Dorn. He's like, "Dragons do this?"
I guess anything's possible. Anybody have any idea what could be going on here? Dalen?
Yeah, everybody who's trying to think of what's going on here, give me a nature check.
Ooh.
I know all.
I'll roll one for Lunk. I'm kidding.
You'd have like a -4. Yeah, your lessons come back to you, Dalen. They come back real quick and real easy. Dragon Lairs, in particular, have this sort of effect. Each one different, or different types of dragons. You know that black dragons, for instance, like Death and Decay around their lairs, they have swampy bits with like corpses and gross shit. You know, like white dragons, for instance, like snow and ice. This one in particular, with a 23, definitely you get the impression this is the lair of a green dragon. Thorny growths, no wildlife, dead trees, briar bushes. You know that this sort of thing surrounds the lair.
And I impart all my wisdom to the rest of the group and say, yep, this is probably a green dragon, just like the wizard said.
So we're close.
Seems like it.
All right. How do you want to proceed? You want to wait until, do we know what time it is?
Tough to tell. It's still daylight out. There's gray clouds above. The sun is hiding behind.
What's the compass doing? Is
Pointing.
it just a steady?
Yep, it's pointing dead ahead.
All right.
I
Do
say
you want to
we
proceed? Do
continue
you want to
moving
rest?
forward,
All right.
but
This is what we trained for.
with more awareness, because we know we're close now.
Lunk, thankfully, has fallen asleep in the intervening hours. You're probably carrying him in your arms, I imagine. I don't know how else you would carry him. Maybe stuffed him in your pack.
In my backpack.
Yeah.
He's in the pocket.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Little front facing lunk carrier.
A little Bjorn.
Mm-hmm.
A little baby.
Our little baby character. In
Little
front,
Lunk Bjorn.
strapped in.
Yeah, thankfully he's not being loud. He's just sleeping quietly, making little sounds and flailing his little arms.
Well, I got my food and I got his rock if he starts up. So it's
Got
fine.
his rock. add
Make sure you
Lunk's
club
rock
him
to
with
your,
it if he acts up.
Yeah.
add Lunk's rock to your inventory.
Okay.
What time of the day did you say it was again?
It's
Evening?
probably afternoon of some sort, yeah, but it's still lightish out. I mean, the sky is overcast, so it's hard to tell, but it's certainly not dark.
All right, let's press on.
Let's go. Yeah, let's go.
Okay. Yeah. So you head on. Several, probably 40 minutes pass until you see that the compass starts moving to one direction, and you correct your course. It starts moving to the other direction. You correct your course again, and eventually it leads you unerringly. Actually, everybody give me a dexterity saving throw. That's for Pimkin.
Hey, it's everyone.
Okay. Yeah, so Doran, it's tough going for you, buddy. The thorns keep catching in your cloak, in your clothes. You keep having to like hack your way through it. Everybody else seems to be okay. Pimkin is struggling, but you know, he's just kind of used to it by now. He's like, "Urgh!" and just like pulls his robes. They're getting torn to shreds now, and he's just fed up with it. I'm not gonna say that there's anything bad mechanically that happens, but you're tired and you're sweaty. By the time you come the entrance of a cave, you move one side of the cave and the compass points into the mouth. You move the other side of the cave, the compass points into the mouth. Yeah.
I think we're here.
The cave is overgrown by thorns. You see dead trees out and about. Though it does look to be some sort of narrow pathway into the middle of the cave. And as you take a closer look at the entrance, you see, oh, what are those? Oh, they're bones. Yeah, there's definitely bones outside the entrance of this cave. In fact, now that you take a closer look, what you thought was mud or dirt before actually looks like there's streaks of blood.
I think we found it.
I think so.
I'd say so.
There be
Okay.
dragons.
I put Lunk down in like a hidden, safe area with his rock and a bit of food. He's gonna stay there for now.
He's sleeping. He's sucking his thumb.
Stay there, Lunk. I swear to God.
You're just gonna set him down. Okay.
This is so bad.
That's fine. Nothing bad will happen.
Clearly not, says the smiling DM.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't trust the
Listen,
smiling DM.
I smile for a lot of reasons. Okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Random thoughts of happiness. I know.
Sometimes because I simply think some things are amusing. So Pimkin,
Can I wake him up and tell him to stay there?
You could if you want to. Sure. Yeah.
Okay, because I don't want to come running after us.
You wake him up.
I won't wake him yet.
Oh, you won't wake him yet. Okay, so Pimkin approaches
I want
the
to know what
entrance
the plan
to the cave. Is this it? Are you guys
Yes,
sure?
it looks like it.
And he looks down at the
Seems
bones
to be.
and looks at the blood streaks. He's like, "Are you sure we should go in there?"
Well, I don't want the dragon coming out to us. Do you, Pimkin?
Maybe I should head back. I don't know if I want to be here anymore.
Oh,
What about
Pimpkin.
your wife?
What about her?
Do you not want to know what happened to her?
Of course I do. Okay. All right. Come on, Pipkin. You can do this. You can do this. Do it for Dura. Come on. What would she do? And he kind of like huffs and puffs, and he stands up straight. He's like, okay, gotta channel my wife here. He's trying to pump himself up.
Channel quieter, Pimkin.
What do the rest of you do?
Guys ready?
I just kind of ease my way over towards Carl. Kind of nonchalantly, just wanders over there.
What do you
Ask
think?
Galen what he knows. What do we know of the green dragons, everyone? What weaknesses do we have? How should we exploit this? What do you think we should do?
Will my previous nature check tell me that?
I think everybody should roll again. Dalen, you get advantage though, because you're of that house.
Would Dalen be a roll like even a history maybe? Is this part of his house?
Yeah, you could do history if you really want to. And Tina's real good, but let's go with the nature check. Okay, so what you know of green dragons?
My nature check was.
Sorry?
Yeah, but you get advantage.
Oh, 19. Okay, cool. Right.
Alrighty. So, you know that chromatic dragons in general, and all of you know this, they're driven by greed. They lust after treasure, and greed colors their every scheme and plot. They believe that the world's wealth belongs to them by right, and a chromatic dragon seizes that wealth without regard for the humanoids and other creatures that have stolen it. The dragon's hoard is the stuff of legends. However, chromatic dragons have no interest in commerce. They amass wealth with no other reason than just to have it. You know that chromatic dragons have a vast sense of superiority. They believe themselves to be powerful and worthy, more so than anybody else. They only further their own interests, and they believe that it's their right to rule. You know that green dragons in particular are some of the most cunning and treacherous of the dragons. They use misdirection and trickery to get the upper hand. They're nasty tempered. They like subverting and corrupting the good-hearted. Let's see. They like hunting by patrolling the forest territory from the air and ground, and it eats any creature it can see. Their green dragons are liars and masters of double talk. They like intimidation. Let's see. They're the poison type of dragon. They have or is it poison or acid? Actually, let's take a look. Poison. Yes. So they have poison that they can shoot out and make people poison and do damage. They have nasty bite and claws. Yeah. Is there anything else in particular you'd want to know?
Not that I can think of.
I think that's pretty good. I got a pretty good idea.
And I speak up to the group, guys. If we're gonna go in, I'm gonna give us a little buff. And how do I cast a spell from my spell book?
Over the spell book, you click on it, and just clicking on the
before
word
you do
should
that,
be good.
Do we want to use the invisibility dust to go in first and see what we're dealing with, or even one of us, so we don't waste?
I think
it all?
someone should. Whoever is the most light-footed.
And who already has
maybe
invisibility.
Maybe Pimpkin can cast invisibility on Kiora.
I agree with Ken. Let's send Lunkin.
No. That's a solid no from my part.
You can make him invisible.
Solid no. Pimpkin looks at you like, invisibility, huh? Well, okay, we can do this. I think invisibility would be a good idea.
Hey, Pimpkin, is it easier for you to cast it on yourself or someone else?
Oh, it doesn't matter. Really?
Okay.
So who's gonna go in?
Kiorl, you up for this?
Now keep in mind,
Yeah. Let's do this.
Mechanically, invisibility doesn't make you impossible to detect. You just
Especially with a dragon.
You just have advantage on your stealth checks. So even if you're invisible, you can still make plenty of noise.
Yep. That's why I think we should send in Kiorl because he's already the
quietest.
The most quietest, right?
Okay. So everybody else is gonna hang out outside, and you're going to use the dust on Kiorl, make Pimpkin use one of his spell slots.
No, I want to make Pimpkin use one of his spell slots. I want to save our dust until we absolutely need it for something else.
Okay.
At this point, can I wake up Lunk and move him further away and tell him to stay? God damn it, Lunk, stay.
Yeah, so you wake
Climb
him
to
up.
the rock.
You wake him up and he's like, and he like tries to roll over, and as you attempt to grab him, he tries to take your hand and suck your thumb because he thinks it's his.
Okay. I'll just
What have
shift
we
him
got
over a bit
ourselves
then. He
into?
seems like he wants to sleep and he's not going to be woken up. So I'll leave him.
Do you cover
And
him with
give him the
leaves? Make him look
Yeah.
like a pile of whatever.
Tie him
Trying
over.
Disguise him a bit.
Kimberly, tie him to a tree.
Give him his rock.
At least
Give
his
him
leg.
water.
Okay, I will nicely tie him to something secure with his rock, his little
Okay.
tree bed.
Yeah, so you just like take your rope and wrap it around a rock and his midriff, and he's just sleeping. Yeah, he doesn't really wake up.
That's fine. If he's sleeping, he
Alright,
won't.
let's hope he doesn't know how to untie knots.
Everybody,
Yeah.
give me a perception check. Well, Kimberly is doing this. Those that are hanging out around the entrance.
Ugh.
Great, what did I see?
Yes. You don't see anything, but you hear a low rumbling sound echoing from the darkness on the inside. And it like increases in volume. It's low, it's basal, it feels like it's rumbling inside your head, and then it goes
Is
back
it getting
out.
closer?
It rises in volume a little bit. It's still pretty quiet, and then lowers in volume until you can't hear it anymore.
Hey, everybody, listen. Listen, that you hear that? I think he's sleeping.
Pimkin,
Okay, so the plan is we all hang out here and let Kyorl do his thing, right?
Yeah.
Wait a
if
second.
he's-
Wait a second. He might be sleeping. We may have the advantage to go in together.
You really want to go in?
We need to make sure, though, what we're walking into. And make
What
sure
did
that
the
he's
wizard tell
sleeping.
you about this dust? Is it enough to make us all invisible?
He didn't say.
Yeah, so thrown into the air, you and every creature within 10 feet becomes invisible for 2d4 minutes. Attacking or casting a spell ends the effect, or the creature that
All
does
right.
it.
Work
Okay, I
with me
think
here.
so.
If he's,
Pipkin says-
if he's sleeping,
Pimkin says,
Yeah, it's dust that you kind of throw in the area, and anybody close by will be invisible for a few minutes. I don't know how long.
all right,
We should maybe do that then and save
let's
Pimkin
all go in together.
spell space.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd rather save Pimpkin spells space too, because we're
Are you
gonna
good with that?
probably need it.
Dalen?
All right, let's do it.
okay.
All right, everybody needs to move quiet but quick.
So,
Strike hard, strike fast when we see him.
Okay. So, whoever has the dust in their inventory, delete it. As you take the dust, you open it up, and it flies into the air. It sparkles like glitter, and it settles over everybody. I'm going to roll in secret at how many minutes this is, because you guys won't know.
But I want to know.
Okay.
We're gonna know soon enough.
Yeah.
So I know how long.
I'm trying to cast my aid spell, and I'm clicking on aid in my spell book, and nothing's coming up.
It's probably because there's a sub window that opens up asking you what level you want to cast it at. Okay. There you go. So choose up to 3 creatures within range. Great. Who are you targeting for this?
Kimley, Kyorl, and
What's the last one? You broke out.
Lunk.
Kimley, Kyorl, and Doran.
Rip Pimpkin.
Yeah, sorry, Pimpkin.
Okay, Kimley, Kyorl, and Doran, you each have your max HP increased by 5. And this lasts for 8 hours. Nice. Cool. Make
You
sure
want us to-
that you mark down the spell slots used.
You want us to just up our hit point now?
Our
Yep.
token.
In the temporary.
Yep. Temporary would work. Yep.
Oh, there we go. Temporary. And then you said how many? 5?
5. Yep. Okay. So, now, here comes a better question. Soon as the dust settles, everybody goes invisible. You can't see your arms, you can't see your hands, you can't see your equipment, you can't see each other. So
Shit.
I think Kimberly, you feel something
Oops.
soft hit your leg, and you hear Pimkin go, ah, who was that?
Pimkin, if you touch me again, I will kill you.
I'm sorry. I can't see you. Okay, so we're just gonna go in there.
Yeah, but let's go in one at a time. I'll take point since I'm a little
Two
bit
people should
quieter.
head if there's like a left and a right kind of thing. Like we should kind of go in pairs and
Yeah,
stay to
Remember,
each side.
remember, I'm a little bit more poison resistant, so I should probably be close to the front just in case I need to take the brunt of an attack.
So if
Yeah, we'll take me and
Darwin
Doran will go first. Yeah. I'll take left side of the cave entrance if you want to take right side. That way we don't risk bumping into each other and causing
Okay.
unneeded noise.
I'll
Got it.
go with
And
Darwin.
you guys, yep, and you guys follow a little bit behind.
Okay.
Yeah.
So everybody do stealth
Me?
checks. Yeah.
Stealth, yeah.
God. Okay. No, I saw 3 and was like, shit.
So you
That's
have,
not me now.
Again?
so you have
Sorry,
advantage.
guys.
So Doran stealth
Alan, you're with Lunk. No. Just joking.
16. Kiyoro
24.
gets 24. Pimkin gets 11.
Running in there banging a pot.
Gets 23.
Dragon,
Dalen
wake
gets-
up.
Actually, Dalen, what armor do you have on? Because that might cancel out your advantage.
It does. I have half plate.
Yep. So it sure does. You get a 2, buddy.
Oh.
Yep.
The plate easily gives you away as you move. Okay. I imagine though you would be pretty near the back because
Yeah.
you're not used to sneaking as
Yeah.
it is. Okay. So you all head in groups of 2. You have Kioro and Dorn goes first. Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And then you head a little way into the entrance of the cavern. You follow this bloody trail through the briar bushes, and on the inside you see more blood. A little step at the beginning of this cavern. You walk down, the blood just keeps going. You follow the trail of blood. You see a couple paths off to either side, but the blood is definitely all going one way.
All right. I guess we follow the blood.
It's dark
Yeah.
in here, but it's not like super dark. There's cracks in the ceiling. Light from outside is coming in. Little drifts of dirt are coming down from the top where the wind is blowing.
Is there anything I can see that possibly Dorn can't see on his side that I could quietly warn him about?
Not yet. But as you come in here, you take a moment to look around and get your bearings. Let your eyes adjust. You definitely hear the low rumbling sound again coming from up ahead.
Okay.
Can Kiorl hear me from where I am?
Yeah, you can
I
whisper.
whisper? Kiorl, if this goes bad, keep going till we get behind the dragon.
Roger.
You keep moving forward, slowly but surely. You call back to the others to start heading in.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Kimberly, I assume you're going next.
Yes.
Pimkin, can't see him, but you can hear his knees rattling in fear.
Call on him.
And finally, Dalen brings up the rear, and you move your way steadily and slowly in. Here you go. I should be able to see.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Great. Okay, so you can see the cavern now. You can see the blood trail. And
I don't see the cavern on my map, but I see it on your stream.
You can't see the cavern on your map?
Nope.
Didn't you have this problem before as well? I think.
I think so, yeah.
Dalen says you're controlled by Dalen, so I don't know why you can't see it.
Yeah, I can see me moving on your stream, but I can't see anything on.
Hold up. And let's see. Maybe this will do it. You see now?
There we go.
Okay. There we go. It's because you needed to be emitting light. Is everybody else good?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Everybody's good. Everybody's good. We're all good. All right.
Yep.
So you keep following the blood trail down. Eventually, you come to an open area, and you see in front of you many bones. Many bones. In fact, towards the back, you see the vague outline of a large horned head, skull laying, wing bones, and rooting around the bones, you begin to see these bad boys.
Oh, awesome.
Giant, very large lizards, rooting around in the bones, growling deep back in their throats, and I'm gonna make them see if they hear you.
Please no.
Great.
Giant lizard. Let's see if they are good enough.
Welcome back, Fry.
Welcome back, Frenchie.
Okay. So yeah, they do not seem to sense the two of you as you approach. They're rooting around, running around, doing this, that, and the other thing. What do you do? Your invisibility has so far stayed with you.
Saying so far kind of scares me a bit.
Well, you know it's limited, so you just don't know how limited.
And we all can hear each other, right?
Yeah, with hushed and whispered conversations.
All right. All right. You guys
should
want to try
move
to sneak
quick.
by, or do you want to fight them?
I do not like having enemies at my rear.
In fact, Ural, from where you are, you can kind of glance something down in the bottom.
I was gonna say
further-
we need to locate the dragon first.
Further into the cave, you see on one side a pile of dead, decaying leaves, and beyond it, something glittering in the darkness.
Yeah, I see some looks like coins, emeralds, rubies, surrounded by more bones of looks like human origins.
That's accurate. Mm-hmm.
Can we still hear the dragon snoring, or something snoring?
I see a dragon skull.
Now that you're closer, you can determine that the low rumbling sound is coming mostly, you think, from these giant lizards.
Okay. And is there anything further back, or is this the back of the cave? Or can we not tell?
I mean, I can
you can see what
see
you can
pretty
see, right?
far. Yeah. From what I can see, it's just the four lizards. The dragon bones.
Y'all can give
And
it
then
you,
human bones.
Doran and Kiora, you can give me perception checks if you want. If you see anything else.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's tough because in here, even with a little bit of light, I mean, you're mostly relying on dark vision, which is grayscale, so it's hard to make out details sometimes. But yeah, you see the lizards, you see the bones, you see probably a little bit of the treasure. Nothing anywhere else. No.
Does anyone know what these things are?
They look like giant lizards to you.
All right. All right, I think we have to fight them.
All right. How do you want to do this? Can we
I think
do
you and I
history?
could
check to see if
fan
we
out
know
a little
anything
bit.
about them?
The giant lizards?
Yeah.
Sure.
Or just giant lizard.
Ugh. I didn't pay attention that day in class.
Okay.
Apparently,
I was
I
out.
did.
You did. Thanks,
Yeah.
Kimberly. I was out taking care of my insatiable desire for carnal pleasures that day.
Well, I mean, are you up next to them, Kimberly, or are you having a whispered conversation here? Because you know this close to the creatures, every conversation you have is going to be a risk.
Yeah.
Giving your position away.
Can I move closer though and try and peek to see?
Sure, you're welcome to move closer if you want.
Because on the map, I can see at least one of them.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yes, I can see like 4 of them easily.
Okay. So you have a whispered conversation with Doran there.
Doran, yeah.
You tell him giant lizards are sometimes used as riding or draft animals in some nations. They can be pressed into service, beguiled. They're really distant relatives of dragons. Maybe that's why they're here.
Do I know any more information about the connection to dragons with them? Or is that it?
You just guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just relay all this to Doran.
All right. So from
So
what you're
it's still
telling
a
me, it makes
possibility.
sense that
Yeah.
these may be acting as agents of the dragon further in the
Yeah.
cave.
So there's still a possibility that there is a dragon, that these aren't the only creatures here.
Right. That would make sense. Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's move.
I
quick
should know
and
a little bit
fast
about
then.
them, considering they're used as mounts.
That's true.
Carl,
Yeah.
you got a
Yeah.
9. You weren't paying attention that day.
It's because I already knew what I needed to know.
You were thinking about them in terms of their connection to the dragons. Maybe you don't know that, but you certainly know
Yeah.
that they're used as mounts and stuff in the Underdark.
Yeah.
So we basically have 2 options: either fight them or.
Mount them.
Well, once we fight,
I mean,
well, once
or
once
go further and
we
look for the dragon.
if we go further and the dragon calls, they're going to come from our back. Now we have to fight a dragon and all these things. Would it not be better to try to kill these as quickly and quietly as possible and then move on to the possible dragon?
That's
We should
true.
definitely take care of these. Yeah.
It's a possibility, though. They might alert the dragon, so just take that into thought whenever we
Absolutely,
fight
but at
them.
least they'll be in front of us, not behind us.
Yeah. Okay.
As you're having
Well,
this
let's go
whispered
then.
conversation, one of the creatures, you see him like look up as you say some words, Doran, and he looks in your direction and he starts like sniffing the ground, moving slowly this way.
So are we going to fight close or long
Right.
range?
So if we do, we have automatic initiative as invisible.
No, you can either attack
Blah.
first from hidden and get a surprise
Right.
round if you want, or yeah, you still need to roll initiative because
All right.
you'll just get a free round if you're invisible.
All right. So we try to do this as stealthily as possible. That means no magic and only ranged weapons. Sound good?
Yeah. Let's
My
do it.
bow's ready.
All right.
Creature moves forward even closer. And he's starting to growl in your direction, Doran. He's definitely
All right.
looking towards you.
All right. I'm gonna take my bow, my crossbow out, load it. Is it possible for us to synchronize an attack on each of them? Like, can
So
we
that's what the
throw an eye-
surprise round is, essentially. So everybody who wants to participate in this surprise round, you need to, first of all, have surprise on the target. But second of all, you need to roll initiative because it's going to go
Got
to
it.
normal combat after that. And the surprise round
Alright,
essentially
so-
means like you get a free round of attack on these unsuspecting targets.
So we can all attack.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
roll
Yeah, because
initiative
you're all
first.
invisible and you're placed in such a way that, I mean, the creature is tracking Doran, but doesn't quite know where he is yet. So, yeah, make sure you select your tokens and then roll initiative.
I don't see the initiative macro anywhere on my screen.
It's you
I
go
have
into your
them-
character sheet and it's beside armor class, initiative, and speed, right at the top there.
Oh yeah, I'm used to Shadowrun.
Son of a.
And it's weird that it's not updating the current initiative with new initiative.
There we go.
What's going on? Okay, so we got 11 for Kimberly, 7 for Doran, 7 for Yoral. Why did you roll twice?
Because the first time I forgot to select my tracker.
Oh, gotcha. You got a 20.
Or my
That's fine.
token. Yeah.
14 for Pimpkin, 6 for Dalen. Okay. So now I need to select these creatures and do their own initiative.
Get bad ones.
Oops, that's not it. There it is.
Wow.
18,
Okay.
13, 17, and 20. Whoops.
Ouch.
Dang it. This one is 13. This one was 17. Still getting used to this. Using the monster sheets. And wait. Okay. Sending. Okay. Then do one more. Okay. Take a note of that. Something secret. Shh, don't tell anybody. Okay, so this is a surprise round. So even though the giant lizard got a 20, Kyoral actually goes first. What do you do?
Woo.
You're currently
I'm
invisible.
gonna short bow, and I have the sneak modifier as well. Do I have to click on that, or I think I have to check mark it, right, for the first
If you
attack?
have advantage on the attack, I believe. Yeah.
Okay.
You get sneak attack.
These are weak.
What?
Said, let's hope these are weak.
Oh. All right, here we go. I pull back my short bow, take a shot, and 11 sneak, 3 piercing.
So you get a 16 to hit,
Yeah.
which is enough to hit. And you do 11 sneak damage with 3 piercing. Since you are hidden, stealth, you do get advantage. That's how that works.
Yeah.
So you do the full damage. So 14 on what? The one closest, I assume?
The one closest to us, yeah. I want to get rid of him
Damn.
before
Okay, yeah.
he gets too close.
So your short bow, you pull it back silently. It creaks slightly. He looks towards you with a low rumbling sound, and you let it go. The arrow flies through the air, right into its eyeball. It rears back and roars. Pimpkin. Pimpkin is way in the back. I don't think he was privy to the sneak attack thing, so he's not going to go. Kimberly, your turn.
I'm gonna ship my longbow.
21, you got it.
Nice.
4
And this
piercing
is-
damage.
For the one at the back, do you know 3 are kind of in a row? Can I
Uh-huh.
shoot the one to the left of there?
This one? You see my ping?
Which one? Yes, yes.
Okay, so 4 damage to that one. Okay, yeah. So it's rooting around in the bones. It picks up a bone and starts munching on it, and then your arrow comes out of the darkness, sails over the one in front, and hits it right in the side. It roars and drops the bone. Doran, your turn.
All right, none of them dropped yet, right?
Nope.
No.
Great. All right, let's go and do the one, not straight ahead. Let's do the one behind it and to the right a little bit. The first one I can see.
This one?
Yep, that's the one.
Okay.
And we're going to do same thing, crossbow out. As soon as I find it, there it is.
20, that's a hit.
Nice.
For 10 piercing damage.
Ooh.
Okay. That's
All right.
a good hit. Yep. It's laying down, curling up, getting ready to go to sleep. And the crossbow bolt goes flying out of the darkness and slams right into its head. Good.
Die.
Dalen,
Die.
do you think that you would have been ready for a sneak attack here, or were you too far back?
That's up to you. I guess, crappy well, not too bad perception, so I shouldn't be able to hear.
I mean, yeah, these guys up front were having a whispered conversation, pretty quiet because they were close to the enemies, so I don't think you would have heard it. But that does mean that you're still invisible, so... okay, all right.
Well, I can hear everybody shooting and shit and see them shooting, so...
True,
So maybe
but,
you move forward?
yeah, you can move forward if you want.
Yeah, I'll move forward just a little bit.
Okay.
Right there.
Okay.
Oh, oh.
All right. So now we go to normal initiative. You have attacked these creatures, and they are now aware of your presence because you have broken your invisibility. The one at 20 goes, and what does he do? I got too many things open right now. Here we go. Okay. So he has a movement speed of 30. So I think what he'll do is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He'll run up here. 35. So he'll do his dash action. So this giant lizard from the back comes trundling around this pillar right here in the middle and comes scrabbling in the bones and the dirt towards you, Kyorl, but doesn't attack. And it's your turn.
My turn?
Mm-hmm.
Punch it. Punch it in the
Punch it.
face.
I think I'll, instead of punching it, I'll take out my rapier.
Mm-hmm.
And I was gonna say rape it, but that doesn't sound right. I'll stab it with my rapier.
It, Kyorl, come on.
I'll rapier it, yeah.
Okay, so you drop your bow on the ground because you can't sheath it without using an action, and you draw your rapier and you stab at this giant monster coming at you.
Oh, I forgot to take a sneak off.
That's okay. So you do 4 piercing damage with a 2 hit of 15. You do hit, and you do your 4 piercing damage as it comes running towards you, kind of halfway on the wall and halfway on the ground. You slash at it as it comes sliding to a stop in front of you, and you leave a red track mark on it. Now then, after that thing's turn, you hear from the cavern beyond a screeching sound, high and piercing, hurting your ears. And Kyorl in particular see this pile of leaves down here starts moving and writhing, and from it you see a scaled green head emerge.
Oh, God.
I don't feel good about that.
Here we go.
Now, I'm gonna
Long
roll
save
initiative
us.
for it, but he actually got a 19, not a 13, because I had rolled his initiative in secret, so I would know when he goes.
Oh no.
Oh, great.
Oh, there he goes. There he is.
Oh, he's only a little baby thing.
He's only-
I mean,
Tiny.
you know.
it's just his head.
Totally to scale.
Oh,
Focus on the
buddy.
bigger one.
Yeah.
Okay, so he has a 19 out of 13. So he takes his turn thrashing about, waking up from his slumber, getting uncovered from the leaves, shrieking, his voice echoing along the cavern. His giant lizard number 2's turn. This one, bleeding profusely from the eye wound that it took, moves up towards you, Doran, and attempts to take a chomp. A bite. Like he hits.
Is that a green dragon on the cup, too?
What's up?
Oh, sorry, I'm just in my own world
Oh, okay.
for a sec.
He does 7 piercing to you, Doran. As he lunges forward, his large mouth opens and he clamps on your arm, assuming that 20 beats your AC.
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. Now it's Lizard 17's turn. What is he gonna do? This is all crowded up over here. These aren't the climbing on walls type, really. So 5, 10, 15. So he's gonna come up here behind his buddies and just like scream at his friends to get the fuck out of the way. Now it's Pimpkin's turn. Pimpkin, you hear him go ah in the back. He's still invisible though. Gonna move up invisibly.
Do something, Pumpkin.
What is he going to do, Pimpkin?
I turn back. Pimpkin, magic missile.
He's like, okay, magic missile, and he shoots.
Fuck them up.
Fuck him off, yeah. Get him.
Wait, where did that go? Magic missile. Did that roll? Oh, it did. Okay.
Pizza party.
That's 1. He gets 3 of those, I think. 3, yes. 1 and 2. So he was targeting the one right in front of you, Kyorl. So he fades from invisibility. He solidifies back in the air, and from his outstretched hand, 3 darts of purple energy shoot forth, fly around this pillar in dramatic fashion, then slam right into the side of this giant lizard in front of you, and it does 12 damage, blowing a gaping hole in its side, but it's not dead. Now it's Lizard at 13's turn, and he's gonna... Okay, and he's behind his buddies. They're all ready to eat you. Gimli, your
Blew
turn.
up.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot this one to straight in front of Doran with my bow again.
Okay.
If I can find it.
For a 7,
Oh, no.
unfortunately, is not good enough. The lizard lunges at Doran, clamps on his arm. Doran screams out in pain, and just as you go to shoot your bow,
Oh, no.
it glances off the top of its arm hide, its thick, scaly hide, and the arrow goes skittering off into the darkness. Doran, your turn.
Sorry, Doran.
All right. I drop my bow, bring out my 2 axes.
Mhm.
Let's go. I'm going to focus right on the one in front of me that just bit me.
Now my
And I have dual wield now, right? So I can use both.
Yeah, with your bonus action minus your proficiency.
All right. How do I play this out? Just one axe or hit them?
Yeah, just do your main hand and then do your offhand.
All right,
so
main hand.
7 is not good enough to hit.
All right, offhand.
15 is good enough to hit. 15 it would be a 13, but that's fine. For 9 slashing damage? Okay. So it's clamped on your arm, it's shaking your arm violently. You bring down one of the axes on its armored snout and it doesn't do anything. And then you manage to drag your arm out and grab your second axe and swing it around at his jaw just as it goes to lunge at you again, and you manage to hit it right in the head with a crunch. It goes through its armor and it gives a groan, and now it collapses at your feet. Dead.
Awesome.
Dalen, your turn.
I'm gonna cast Bane at the 3 remaining.
Oh, okay. Let's see what Bane does. Up to 3 creatures of your choice that you can see must make a Charisma saving throw. Whenever a target fails it and makes an attack or saving throw, they must roll a d4 and subtract. Ooh, good spell. Okay. I can tell you right now, they're not very charismatic. In fact,
Didn't figure.
1, 2, and 3.
minus
Oh
2,
my God!
minus 1.
Oh my God!
I didn't know you could go in the negative in a roll. I'm scared now.
They have -3 charisma, so
Oh,
rip. Okay, so they're all baned. What does this look like?
Just a big purple haze sinks around them and shimmers around.
Okay, cool. All right, Kyorl, you and the giant lizard go at the same time, technically, so I'm gonna have it attack you as you attack it.
oh, perfect. Love that.
Looks like it misses you, so no problem.
Yeah, I got
And
13 armor class.
Then
I
you
hit it
rapier it. Okay, do damage?
with
4.
4. I should kill it.
Yes, indeed. All right, so as it lunges towards you, it snaps at you. You move nimbly to the side.
Sidestep to the left, and I stab it right in the eye.
That's exactly what happens. It groans and slumps forward as you stab through its eye into its brain. It's toasted. All right. Now, guess who gets to go? My good friend, the green dragon.
The tiny
Oh,
dragon.
The tiny dragon.
Okay.
It's just a wormlet.
Let's see. So, it shakes itself off. It flaps its wings and it begins flying in this cavern.
Ooh.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Let's see. Group. What am I looking at here? There it is. It would flap. It would probably get even closer. Look. This. Okay, so everybody is going to get hit by this except for Dalen, who is behind that pillar perfectly. So the dragon comes flying up. This creature, it looks like it's small, but it's not actually that small. It's probably the size of a larger than a large dog. And as it flies towards you, it lets forth a green noxious plume. Uses poison breath. Everybody needs to do a DC 11 con save, please.
How do I do that?
Click on your saving throw at the top of the character sheet for Constitution. Under the core area. Whoa, Pimkin is fucking constitutional as fuck. Holy shit. 24. You got double crit.
I'm gonna die. I'm dead. It was nice knowing you guys.
Okay. So, everybody who got over an 11 takes half of this damage. Everybody else takes the full damage. So, 21 or half. So, half of that
Is 11 considered?
What's that? It's a save.
I
Yes,
rolled
you,
an 11.
You made it.
Okay.
Mhm. So this
So half of 21 would be. Do we go? We err on 10 or
down. So it's 10.
Copy.
And so if you're resistant, you take half of that. If you're resistant to poison, because this is poison.
I am resistant, so I take half of that again. Cool. 5.
So you take 5. Looks like Hjorl takes 21, Kimberly takes 10, and Pimkin takes 10.
Thank God for those temporary hit points, or I'd be dead.
Yeah.
I love you, Carl.
So this
Love you
noxious
too.
plume of green gas issues from the wormling's mouth and flies towards you. You're all coughing and retching. And then let's see. So a ring went 5, 10, 15, 20.
VTT.
Virtual tabletop. Yes, Simon,
Yeah.
roll
Oh.
20.
40, 45, 50, 55, 60. And then it continues flying. So it flies up towards you, lets off this noxious green plume that fills the cavern, and then it continues wheeling away, flies away. So now Giant Lizard 18 is dead. Giant Lizard 17 moves up to take its place. I'm just going to go ahead and delete this token. It's getting in the way. It clambers on its fallen friend.
Cool.
It attempts to tromp on you, Doran. What? Looks like it misses.
Yep.
So you manage to shake off its attack. And now it is Pipkin's turn. Pipkin, coughing and retching, stumbling around, holds up his hand once again. What does he do?
Can I yell an instruction?
Oh yeah, you can totally yell an instruction.
Pimkin, focus on the dragon.
You're like, okay. Where'd it go?
Oh, he can't see it.
No.
Yeah, we can. Yeah.
All right. Refocus on the lizards.
He's like, pick up your mic. He's like coughing and retching. His eyes are watering. But yeah, once again, he casts Magic Missile. It's probably his best spell, honestly. 11 damage to this one down south. Just blast into it. Not dead though. 3 prongs of purple energy go from his hand, fly around, and then whoosh, like a homing missile right into the side of the giant lizard. And now this giant lizard, getting hit by his magic missile, is going to come trundling up here and take a tromp on Pimkin.
Oh, okay, good.
We need Pimkin.
Are you guys'
Not
HP
good.
correct? Because I see you guys are like, well, Hjorl is at 0.
Well, I have the 5 temporary one.
Oh yeah. So you take those off first. So you
Oh,
should
okay,
have
so
5
then-
normal
Mine is
HP.
27.
So I still have 5 then. Okay.
Yeah. And
There we go.
Doran, I see you still have 42.
Yeah, I'm underneath him at 35 on the temporary.
You should take the 5 off of your temporary first, and then do your normal.
Oh, okay, got it. Oh, I put the full amount there.
It's like a health shield essentially, and the temporary hit points is just the. Okay. Okay. So
There you go.
Thank you. So he chomps at Pimpkin, but he's Bane, so he gets a D4 subtracted from his attack roll. Ooh, so he gets a 14. What is Pimpkin's AC? I'm gonna say it's probably not 14. Poor guy. Nope, it's 12. So even so, with the Bane, he still gets chomped for only 4 piercing damage, thankfully.
It's just a flesh wound. He can walk it off.
Yeah. So Pimpkin steps forward, fires the magic missile. The lizard growls in anger, comes charging up. Its long claws scratching at the ground. He lunges forward and chomps on Pimpkin right on the shoulder, and Pimpkin screams like "Ah!" Kimberly, it's your turn.
I'm gonna shoot the one that's right in front of us with my longbow.
And that's a hit. For 4 piercing damage, okay? Yep. It smashes into the front of this giant lizard. The arrow sticking out of it. Doran, your turn.
Oh
All right,
my
so they're
God,
both
when
still
will we
alive?
Die?
They both are still alive, yep.
All right, let's do this. I'm gonna do something a little wacky here. We're gonna hit one with one axe and the other one with the other one.
You can choose after you actually roll, so you don't have to.
Okay, gotcha. All right, so we'll do.
Because that's a miss. They're both misses. Oh.
Sway, great. I did a flying axe ballet and missed everybody.
Yeah, the lizard is surprisingly dexterous. You go to swing with one and you miss. The other one finds this mark, but its hide is just too thick. Dalen, it's your turn.
I reach into my pack, grab my healing potion, and throw it down Carl's face.
Okay. So you give it to him?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. Yep.
Carl, no!
Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
I need this.
Curl, it's your turn.
How many hit points does he get back for that? I forget.
2d4 plus 2, I'm pretty sure.
That sounds about right.
How much? So how much do I give myself?
Well, if you use it, roll 2d4 plus 2. Slash R space 2d4 plus 2.
Slash R space 2D plus 4.
2, I think. Might be 4. I don't have
Let
the.
me check real
It's
quick.
two, I
Hold on
think.
a second. I'll
I think
grab
it's
it.
2, but I don't have the handbook in front of me because I've been packing shit.
It's for what? A potion?
Yes, a healing potion. Yep, 2d4 plus 2.
Can I use it right away though, or I have to wait till my turn, right?
It is your turn right now, and you use your action to use it.
Okay, I'm gonna also use my, because I have cunning action.
Mhm.
I'm also gonna move after I use this as well.
Okay, so you use the disengage action as your cunning action.
Yeah.
Okay. Slash R 2d4 plus 2
Oh. Okay. Slash R
space
space 2
2d4 plus 2.
4 plus 2. Okay.
You're rolling 2 4-sided die is what that is, and then you're adding 2 to the result, so you get 5 HP back.
Yay.
Not a great roll, but better than nothing.
Other than nothing.
Better than
And I'm
that,
gonna,
exactly.
and then I'm gonna move there 5 and 15 20. Yeah, I'm gonna go there for now.
Okay. Pimpkin, having
Actually-
just gotten tromped on, looks at you like, "Huh, where are you going?"
Actually, I'll go over here. Yeah, I'll go there instead.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So now it is the green dragon wormling's turn. Let's see if he gets his breath weapon back.
Please no. Let him
That's how
not.
these work. So when they use their breath weapon, it doesn't always come back. At the beginning of their turn, they have to roll a d6, and on a 5 and a 6, they get it back. So here we go.
No 5, no 6.
Got a
Yeah.
2. Okay, so he doesn't have it.
Nice.
What will he do at this point?
Surrender.
Just like, give up. Shoot me.
Yeah.
Lunk comes in right in him.
Yeah, he doesn't
He's
have any
actually a dragon
ranged
tamer.
attack thing. So I think what he'll do is wheel around here. He's flying inside the cavern now. So he'll do a little turnabout. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He'll come up here next to Pimpkin, attempt to bite him on his way past.
Sorry,
Boom.
Pimpkin.
For 16, that is a hit. So it does
no.
7 piercing and
Ooh.
4 poison damage.
Yeah, let's rip Pimpkin.
It was
Pimpkin?
nice knowing you.
Is just barely hanging on.
Oh.
He gets chomped on by the giant lizard. The green dragon wormling comes flying past and clips him in the side, wheeling past that. So he did 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, and he goes flying past. Pimpkin gets an attack of opportunity, but I mean, it's Pimpkin. He like has nothing to attack with.
Just swats at him.
Yeah, with his quarterstaff, he does nothing. He just swings ineffectually with his quarterstaff at the dragon as it goes flying past, misses completely. Now it's giant lizard at 17's turn, and he's going to try and chomp on you, Doran. Here we go. Looks like a
Negative.
miss. Okay.
Yes.
Alrighty. So now it looks like Pimpkin's turn. He's like, ah, and
Heal
he
yourself, Pimpkin.
he like shakes off the lizard. He takes a disengage action, and he's gonna run his butt away. He can't. He's got 25 speed, so he goes 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He runs past Yukiro. He's like, ah!
What the?
Now it's the giant lizard at 13's turn.
Nice.
So he's going to thrash his tail. He's going to come squeezing his way in here. And he's going to attack you, Dalen. Tries to bite you.
Ooh.
21. I think. What's your AC?
That'll hit.
Even with a 21, 20, 19, 17. Does that still hit?
No.
17 doesn't hit. Okay. So yeah, your Bane prevents his attacking you. He tries to chomp on you, but then the magic takes hold, and he misses his mark. Kimberly, it's your turn.
What does Ensnaring Strike do? Again, that's thorns from the ground, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna go for that.
Can you
What
cast that on a
level?
flying creature?
You're shooting it from an arrow, right?
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Do you want me to go for the dragon?
I mean,
If it's a root, possibly.
it's your
Can
turn.
you see the dragon though?
I would
No,
give
we'll
it,
get rid of these lizards first.
I would give it half cover
Okay.
if you shot it from here. You get +2 AC.
All right.
Oh, I don't know now. No, yeah, okay.
Take the lizard.
Oh, you're ensnaring strike the lizard?
Yeah, the lizards.
Okay. Next time you hit a creature with a weapon attack before the spell ends, a writhing mass of thorny vines appears at the point of impact, and the target must succeed on a throw or be restrained. Okay. Larger
Okay,
creature has
so what's
advantage.
my-
Fair warning, these are large creatures, so they would have advantage.
No.
So you don't have to use it if you don't want to.
And that's a bonus action. Can't she make a regular action first and do ensnare?
Well, she casts Ensnaring Strike and is concentration up to 1 minute, so the next person she attacks with it and hits will have to do it. But until then,
Yeah.
she misses, and it doesn't do anything. So you still have it.
It's a solid miss. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, the arrow goes flying. It doesn't hit its mark, and it's Doran's turn.
All right. Battle axe is swinging.
That's a hit. Well, you hit the first one.
Ooh,
and
nice. Hit
assume-
first. Let me do damage on that.
you do 4, so you don't quite kill it, and so you hit for the second
Oh.
one. For 11, you overkill it
He's
by quite
dead.
a bit.
Overkill.
Yeah, the first one you hit it, it kind of like goes into its hide a little bit. It growls at you. It leaps towards you to bite you again. The second one comes up and smashes right under its neck, and you slit open its throat, and it slumps down dead. Let me just go ahead and get rid of this one. Here we go. Okay. So now it is Dalen's turn. You got a lizard right on your face.
Got a little something on your.
I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt.
At the one right in front of you? Okay.
Yes, sir.
23, that is definitely a hit. Roll for that damage. 15! Okay, you blow the crap out of this thing.
Nice.
You thrust your hand
mad now?
forward. The bolt of divine energy lances forth, hits it right in the face, and its head just blows up. Pops like a berry. Is dead.
Nice.
Completely owned it. All right, Kyoro, your turn. What you gonna do?
Am I able to use my hit dice to heal?
No, that's only on a short rest.
Oh, that's when you're right, yeah. I don't have any potions or anything.
Yeah, you should still have your healing potion. We all got.
I may have already used it. I don't have it in my inventory.
Did you put it in there in the beginning? Because you haven't used it, I don't think.
I might not have put it in there to begin with, yeah.
Been in a few fights, you could have used it.
That's
Yeah,
what I can't remember, yeah. I don't have it though in inventory, so I'm guessing I used it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a health potion in my inventory either. I might have not put it in. If we all got one. No, yeah, I don't think I put mine in.
Yep, mine's in there.
I might not have put it in.
I keep better track.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, there we go.
We'll just say I didn't put it in. And I'll roll now to use it.
Okay.
And it's 2d4 plus 2 again.
Mm-hmm. Another 5.
Another freaking 5.
All right, so that's your turn. Let's see if the
Yeah.
dragon gets his breath back. He does not. So what's he gonna do? I think he's going to continue flying. Okay. Yep, he flies back towards the back of the cavern. It's Pimpkin's turn. Pimpkin is bloody. He's shaking. He's like, I don't think I can make it, guys. And then he says some words, makes some gestures, and he disappears into invisibility.
God damn it, Pumpkin.
Okay. Now it's your turn, Kimberly.
Gonna go for the longbow again. Aim for the dragon.
He's gonna get +2 AC from all the way over there. Plus,
Oh my gosh.
I mean, you got stuff you gotta fire past. So, yeah, definitely doesn't hit. Your arrow hits one of the pillars between you and it. Doran, your turn.
We know how close Pimpkin is to us.
He just turned invisible, so
He's gone. He's
Pimpkin, are you here? Are you nearby, Pimpkin?
he's like, yes. What do you want?
All right, here. Take this. I just drop one of my healing potions. I have 2 healing potions still from
Okay.
the original fight we had. I dropped one down for him. Take this.
Okay.
One sec, guys.
Okay. You say take that, and what else do you do? Do you move?
Yep. Yeah, I'll move forward a little bit. Right about there. I'll be bait.
Okay. All right, Dalen. Your turn, Dalen. What you
Sorry
gonna
about
do?
that. I'm gonna move down there, and I don't see anything to shoot at.
Mm-hmm.
Can I hold my action to see if something comes into range, or is that a thing indeed?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Holding action is 100% a thing to do. What are you going to do, and what is the trigger?
I'm gonna hold a guiding bolt again until I see the dragon.
Okay, cool. All right, Kuro, your turn. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna move back to the spot I was at and just pick up my bow.
All right, sounds
I
good.
dropped it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now it's the dragon's turn. What do you got? Oh, look what he's got back. Okay. All right. So,
Shit.
our good
This is
friend,
the right guy.
good friend the dragon, who I can't select for some reason. What's going on? Oh, because I'm on the wrong layer. Okay. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Okay. You can, if you can see him, Doran, or Dalen, you can shoot him now. Boom.
Nice.
His AC is... That is his AC. So you beat him. Roll for damage.
Oh. Deus Pride.
Fingers crossed.
1
Nice.
and 17, so 18 damage. Damn. Very nice.
Nice.
Whoa.
What?
Wreck 'em.
Close.
Okay, yeah, you blast him. It hits him center mass. The dragon comes swooping back down. He screams out in pain and rage, and then lets loose another 15-foot cone of poison gas.
That's me.
I don't... Actually, he would have come around this way, so he could get both of you guys. He was coming from that way anyways. Curel is thankfully out of its range. The dragon doesn't want to get right up close and personal, so he's going to stay back here.
Thank you, dragon.
So everybody who fails takes full damage. Everybody who doesn't takes half. So
That's a
Doran-
Constitution save, right?
Constitution save, that's right. All right, so you make it again. Nice. It's a DC 11 con save. And it does 66 poison damage. 26. So Dalen, you take 26 damage. Looks like you're down, buddy.
I am dead.
And Doran
Oh.
takes 13.
But then
Half-
he
Just
gets
half of that, though,
again.
right?
Yep, so it's 6. So we went 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. Yeah, so he can't go far, actually. He just wheels back around, getting ready to get out of range. Okay, Kimberly, it's your turn.
Really quick, Captain, I'm reading that poison breath. It says must make a DC Constitution saving throw, taking 21 poison damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful.
Yep, it's
That just says
21.
straight 20.
21 or 66. I roll because the damage could be higher or lower. So I do the 66 instead of just saying 21.
So if I move, can I still attack?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
Okay,
you saw the
I'm gonna
dragon
move.
come back. It blew its breath, poison cloud again. Dalen
Yeah.
coughs and clutches at his throat and drops.
And we're gonna go with the longbow again.
Okay.
Fingers crossed.
Okay. That is not a hit, unfortunately.
God.
It's
Damn
a
it.
tough creature to hit. It's flying through the air in the darkness. Your arrow doesn't find its mark. Doran, it's your turn.
All right, here we
Go
go.
back to dragon school.
Same thing. Can I reach him? Can I reach him melee from here, or is he too high in the air?
No, you can reach him. Yeah, the cavern, it's not that high. Nope, unfortunately, that's not a hit. You move closer, right? I assume.
Yes.
Okay. And your second one is sadly not a hit as well.
Sure.
All right, Dalen, my dude, time to make a death save.
No.
That is one save. Good. Okay, so for those who don't know, death saves work. You make a Constitution saving throw, essentially. You could just click the death save button. On a 10 or better, you save. On a 9 or less, you fail. 3 saves, you're stable. 3 fails, you're dead.
Oh no.
You could also take a medicine check of DC 10 to stabilize him, or any amount of healing will bring him back. Kiro,
Okay.
it's your turn.
Well, my
not
medicine
quite
is
dead yet,
0,
yeah.
so I'm not doing that.
Mhm.
And I don't have any potions, so I'm gonna take out the short bow I picked up,
Mhm.
and let's see if we can hit the dragon. Fingers crossed. No.
Unfortunately, a 10 is not good enough. Yep. Okay, now it's the dragon's turn. I think he's... the question I have to ask myself is, do I want to have him fly away
Kill us
again, or do I want him to land and attack? Because if he flies away, he'll take an attack. Well, actually, you could take the disengage action and just not do anything this turn. I think he'll turn around and turn around. He'll land and turn around and try and bite you, Dalen. I think he's gonna try and get you.
Dalen
Dalen or
or
Doran?
Doran. Sorry.
It's like
For,
not Dalen.
Oh, he misses.
That misses. Okay, yeah.
Cool.
So he lunges towards you, his fangs dripping with green poison. You manage to leap out of the way in time. Pimpkin, it's Pimpkin's turn. So he picks up the flask. Nobody can see it, and he goes 5, 10, 15. And Kirill, next to you, you hear something plop down on the ground. He's like, Dalen! 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 And you see Dalen's cheek getting patted by an invisible hand. Okay, here. I'll help you out.
What the hell is going on? Lunk?
All right. So invisible Pimpkin manages to stabilize you, Dalen, so you don't have to make any more death saves.
Thank gods.
All right, Kimberly, it's your turn.
Okay, we are going to longbow it again.
That is a miss.
God freaking damn it, by 1 point.
All right, Doran. This dragon is in front of you, as large as a
He's
mastiff.
landed, right?
Yes, he's landed. As large as a mastiff, sharp claws, wings on his back. Do it.
All right. Let's see what we got. Hold on, because I can use on your turn. All right, I'm gonna use my action search for this one.
Okay. We'll take your normal action first, and then you can use your action surge to do it again.
Okay.
Okay, so you miss with one hand. And you miss with the second hand. And then you take your action
Surge.
surge.
Do I have to click it?
Nope. Just mark that you've
All
used
right.
it.
All right. So what should I do? Should I use? Let me see. I can pull out my big axe out of anger and see if I hit him or take possibly damage him to 2.
So
Damage
you
him with
drop
2.
your battle axes and you take out your big one?
I was thinking about doing that. I'm trying to see what would be better if I should hit him, go for two more actions or 2 hits or 1 big.
I don't know, man.
I'm not. You can't. Yep. I know. All right. Let's do this. We're going for the gusto. We're dropping the little axes and going.
Okay. That is sadly a
Go
miss.
big or go home.
Damn.
Yeah. So you swipe at it with one, it rears back and you miss. You swipe at it with the other one, it like bats it away with one of its claws. You drop your battle axes in a huff. You grab your great axe off your back and you give a big ol' and you swing it horizontally, and it flaps backward using its wings and jumps out of the way. Dalen, it's, well, I guess nothing because you're...
I'm still down.
Kyorl, it's your turn.
Pull my short bow. Let's take a shot.
Yep. You already picked it up off the
17,
ground, so do it up.
17, 17, 17.
6. Unfortunately.
No.
We're the worst dragon hunters in history.
You're just having bad luck on your rolls, man.
Yeah.
That's because Kimley used
Guys,
them all
I-
in her freaking dodge-a-thon the other day.
No,
used
it's
all
okay.
my
Throughout
skill on
this whole
dodging.
battle, I've just been waiting for Lunk to come.
We're all distracted by
Going to
Lunk.
run in
Oh wait.
with all the potions.
Oh, Doran, you actually did hit with your battle axe. I forgot that the dragon got hit by guiding bolt. So go ahead and
Oh, nice.
roll damage on one of your
Which
battle
one, the big?
axes. No,
The smaller ones?
yeah, your smaller one. Three's like, okay, well, you know, whatever.
Three's better than
We'll,
0.
we'll call that a miss.
Yeah.
So it's Pimpkin's turn, and Invisible Pimpkin will tip up Dalen's mouth, and Dalen, you get healed. He's gonna use a healing potion on you.
Sweet.
So you take 7. You get 7 HP back. So you have 7 HP, and you're awake, prone on the ground, but you're awake. Kimberly, your turn.
Okay, we are going to
17.
shoot it with
17.
the longbow.
Oh,
Oh my
Fuck, I'm out. Okay, Emily just gives up. She's tired. She's
Goes
gonna
to
work
hang out
the
with
farm.
All right, Doran, it's your turn, buddy. Come on, you got this.
All right, for the love of God, I have my big axe out, so let's do it.
There you go.
Yay!
Finally! All right, we're cleaving. We're getting
Nice.
ready. And here we go. I raise it up over my head and swing for the
14.
fences.
Oh,
Good.
nice. You slash
Yeah.
it good. You catch it
finally.
right in the chest. It tries to jump out of the way, but you nab it, and your axe buries deep in its chest, and it shrieks in pain, poison flying from its mouth. Dalen, it's your turn. You're prone on the ground. What do you do?
I holler over at Pimpkin, Sir Pimpkin, thank you very much. And
can't see him.
I
You're
cast
just
Sacred
back.
Flame. Oh, okay, I'm back. Well, so,
Sacred Flame, huh? For a dex save. Okay. Oh, it fails critically.
Nice.
Tell me how you kill this dragon.
That's
With your
awesome.
Sacred Flame.
Freaking awesome.
well, my Sacred Flame is this just massively purple, just wall of flame, and it comes down on him and just wrecks him, flattens him like a pan.
Yeah, the flame rushes over him. The dragon is enveloped entirely in the purple glow. You can hear him shrieking inside, and as the purple fire dissipates, it's collapsed on the ground, wisps of heat rising off of his charred corpse. And we're done with initiative. Woo! Good job, guys.
And that,
Whoa.
folks, is how you kill a dragon.
That was awesome. Good job. Dragon
Yeah.
down.
Drag
Alright.
it down. Go get that gold.
Considering what time it is, and I have a vet appointment for my cat, I need to be going.
Okay.
So we will pick up here next time, and we'll do rewarding XP for the goals first time next time. So we'll get that all squared away. Okay.
Gotcha.
Thanks, guys, that was a blast.
Yes, there was. Thank you very much, everyone.
Yep. It was a pleasure.
Bye.
I hope you enjoyed it. I'm not sure when next time is gonna be, so we'll play it by ear.
Sounds good.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Take it easy.
Later.
That was great, guys. Thank you very much.
It's very good.
It was very good, yeah. Yeah.
I'm good.
Cool.
every
Well,
weekend.
once you get settled in, Captain, let's get together on Discord. We'll get those overlays, and we'll see about me streaming this thing if that's what we decide.
Yeah.
No problem.
All right, guys, that was a great run. A lot of fun.
All right, guys, thanks a lot.
much. And we'll figure it out.
Guys.
See you guys later.
Peace.
Bye.
Later.